Hey beauties, it's Ribbon. Here I go with another video. How are y'all doing today? I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Welcome back to my channel, beauties. Today we are doing a bunch of makeup tips, tricks, and hacks that you might have seen on TikTok, and we're going to create a full look out of them. All right, so for each step, we're going to take one of the most viral, most popular makeup tips, tricks, or hack, whatever you want to consider it, and hopefully we will get a beautiful finished look out of all of them. All right, so I'm always looking to learn new things, so I thought this would be fun. I want to try some stuff, and I figured I might as well try it with you all. So we're gonna hop right in. All right. All right, so we're gonna get started. And the first thing that I'm gonna do is something I've seen even before I've seen it on TikTok. A lot of makeup artists do it, and they basically set their primer with a powder. Now, it's supposed to make your makeup last even longer than the normal primer first and then powder after foundation. So we're gonna see if that works. I always thought it was a redundant step because it's like you get a tacky primer so that your foundation sticks to it better. But if you're covering it with powder, it takes away the tacky. So now that I'm thinking maybe it's not to make it last longer, but maybe to make it even more flawless because you're completely covering all of your pores. So I'm not really sure, but we're gonna try it because it's huge. Like a lot of people have been doing it recently. So I'm gonna try it. So I am taking my Milk Hydro Primer, and I've seen some people do it with brown powder, and this is my CoverGirl Mineral Powder in the shade 400 Tan. So it's like it's basically what I use to set the rest of my face outside of my highlighted areas. And I've seen some people do it with translucent powder. So this is my Laura Mercier, and this is just the shade Translucent. I think I'm gonna do it with this one, just because I don't trust the process. So basically what you do is you apply your primer first. All right, and then you go in with your beauty blender and your powder and you set it. Oh. So do you see how it just like grabbed the powder and held on to it because the primer was so tacky? I honestly don't know if I did this right, but I have like patches of powder. Like wherever I placed my powder at on the initial pat, you know how you gotta start somewhere. That's basically, it just grabbed the powder there immediately. It does feel different. It's not tacky at all. I don't know. All right, so the second thing that I seen on TikTok was that if you apply your foundation with your fingers and your hands, it saves you on product with the distribution. It helps give an even more flawless, even spread, and it's even more satisfying. So we're gonna see about that, all right? So I'm going in with my Il Makiage foundation, and this is in the shade 235. And I'm gonna do it like primer, okay? So I'm gonna squirt it on my face instead of right on my fingers in the places that I apply my primer, basically, a little bit more. And we're gonna rub it in with our fingers, all right? This does look really nice. It's also supposed to give you more of a realistic finish because realistic foundation is in instead of cakey full coverage foundation. And it definitely gives me that feel. I'm more glowy than I would be if I applied with a beauty blender. It's definitely less product than I use on my beauty blender. I feel like that was only 2 like full pumps instead of like the 3 that I normally use. Oh, that's pretty. And it's not, the way I did it wasn't as messy as I thought it was gonna be. I am pretty satisfied with the way that came out. I don't even think I need to hit it with a beauty blender. I'm gonna go wash my fingers off and we'll come back for the third tip. All right, I'm just gonna throw a brow on and clean them up basically because I don't really have a special tip for that. Everybody does their brows completely differently and whatever fits you. So I'm just gonna do mine off camera because it doesn't really have a tip to it. I'll be right back. All right, brows are on, cleaned up. I did apply a little bit of concealer to my eyelids because I'm not sure how this eye look is gonna go. We are combining 2 TikTok hacks when it comes to our eye look today. So I hope that I can finesse it and make it look like it's supposed to be done that way. So the first thing is, I know you've seen it, creating a cut crease by holding the lash curler on your lid. So I've never used a lash curler to curl my lashes, so I literally bought this just to try this hack, and I'm kind of excited, I'm not gonna lie, because a cut crease is one of my favorite looks and they are very time consuming. So hopefully this will help me skip a step. This is just the e.l.f. lash curler and it was like $4 or $5 in CVS. So yeah, we're literally going to use it just for that because I have really curly lashes. I've never needed to curl my lashes. We are going into my Juvia's Place Walla palette because I want this burgundy right here. It is called BU. I'm sorry if y'all can't tell, this is one of my favorite palettes, but this is called BU, and it's hopefully going to go with the overall eye look, and that's the only one I need. So I am just going to take, my brush is also Juvia's Place, so I'm just going to take the lash curler and I'm going to place it on my eyelid, basically where I would want to cut crease. It helps if you raise your brows and see where your cut crease should be. So we're gonna do it right here. This is very uncomfortable. I'm not even gonna lie. All right, moment of truth. Are we ready? Oh, that's not bad. I definitely held it a little too high. Let's try to move it down. There. I feel like that definitely helped. I'm just gonna kind of diffuse this shade a little bit more. Bring it down this way a little bit more. And I am pretty satisfied with that, especially for what we are going to do next. Let me do the other eye and I'll be right back, okay? All right, so I'm actually pretty pleased with how the eyeshadow came out. I probably will be using this hack again. So it definitely wasn't a waste of money to buy the lash curler just to do this, all right? But for the second half of our look, like I said, we are doing a different TikTok tip, and that is taking the liquid lips and creating a matte ombre look on your eyelid. So I chose 3 colors that I feel would blend well together and create a very cute pinky look. And that's kind of what I'm going for today. So I have my Stay Matte, and this is in the shade Plum This Show. You see why I chose this Juvia's shadow. I feel like it's still going to stand out, but it's definitely going to blend in, right? So we're going to start on the outer corner with that. Then we're going to go in with our Maybelline Matte Ink, and this is in the shade Romantic. All right, and then we're going to end it off with our Dose of Colors Desert Suede. And if you've seen my last video, please go watch it if you haven't. It is where makeup was chose by random selection of numbers. It was a cute little challenge that kind of went wrong. So if you want to see me fail at makeup, please go watch and then come back, right? So this is actually rosier than I thought it was. It definitely has a rosier pinky hue. And I thought that that would be a great finish for the eye. So I don't know, do I want to start on the inner corner and then work out, or do I want to work from the outer corner and work in? I need to grab a blending brush. We are going to use this because I feel like it's dense enough to move something this heavy around, but it's still soft enough to, you know, just give me a blending effect and not a complete wipe effect. So I'm going to start with the outer corner because that's how I've seen it done. And we're just going to hop in. So I'm taking, I never start with this eye. I'm going to start with this eye. Okay, then we're going to hit it with the pink right in the middle. Still trying to keep my cut crease, and then we're going to hit it with the Desert Suede right on the inner corner. And then we're going to take our brush, those are so good together, and kind of just blend together while patting it. Okay. I'm kind of using one side for the light. I'm going to add some more pink in the middle because that kind of just wiped off. All right, so what do you guys think? I feel like I had a very hard time getting it like precise and symmetrical. They look good enough, but they're not bad, but they're not at the level that I like my eyeshadows to be. I do feel like I did great with the color combination though. Like this, if I could find it in actual like eyelid products, would be fire. It would be. But you see how like my wings are a little bit different because I couldn't really like, because I didn't want to tamper with it too much with the brush. And then I didn't want to dirty up too many brushes. Like I guess I could have just went in with another brush and kind of like did more details. I'm not really sure, but this is where we are with it. I'm satisfied enough to move on to the next tip, all right? All right, so the next step is going to be lashes. Now, I'm going to do my lashes a little bit different because TikTok told me to, all right? So first and foremost, my goodness, we're going to go in with some mascara just so we can get that out the way. Because I feel like my lashes are like literally pink. Now going to take my Maybelline, and this is just a black felt tip pen liner. And I am first going to line my eyelid. Okay, downside to matte lip on your lid is this is really hard. All right, so now that that's lined, I'm going to go from the outer corner of my eye and just create like a wing, like pretty straight up. All right. Then you want to go towards like the middle of your eye. Like this is the middle of my eye. And you want to kind of create another line to match that line. Clean it up. It is really hard to use this over this liquid lid. Like it just doesn't glide as nice. All right, that's funky, but we're gonna roll with it. So now what you do is you get your lash prepared. I'm going in with a pair of my favorites. A nice healthy coat. So this is where the hack comes in. So you want to apply your lash to your lid. But the difference is you want to bring the outer corner along the top lash line, the top liner that you created. So instead of bringing it down here where my inner corner is, you can't see. But instead of following my actual lid, I am now following that line that I created to bring my lash upwards. And then you could just do the inner corner how you normally do. This feels wrong. It's on there though. Do we see a difference? Well, if you haven't seen my videos before, you wouldn't see a difference. And then you just go in and fill in the gap. Let's do the other eye and then we'll figure out if we can tell the difference or not. I filled the wing in first this time to make it a little less complicated. So. So I definitely see it. I can see it because I know how my lashes normally like completely come down this way. And I'm kind of in love with this method. Like I'm definitely gonna have to get used to it because I definitely like can feel that it's like not just laying on my lid, you know what I mean? Like it's not just there. Like, can you see the gap? Like this is where the lash is. This is where my lash normally is, way down here. And I normally pull them in. Definitely like my lashes like this. They're giving me like the upwards angle instead of the normal just full lash look. You know what I mean? And that is actually going to work out even better for how we are going to do our contour and concealer. We are going to hop right into that right now, all right? All right, so for concealer, I am using my Il Makiage, and this is in the shade 14.5, all right? So I am first going to add a little bit into my inner corner. A little bit, all right? That's a given. All right, we are going to do the bridge of our nose. All right, that is a given. I like to do my Cupid's bow, right? And my chin. All right, so these are, the T-zone is a given area. Now we are going to do a little bit of sculpting, all right? So you first want to go from the outer corner of your eye upwards. So basically lining your eyeliner upwards, all right? Then you wanna go from your nose upwards, okay? Then you wanna go from your mouth up underneath upwards. And this is supposed to give you a completely sculpted face. Let's do the other side. So it is outer corner of eye upwards, from your nose upwards, and under your lip upwards. All right, I'm getting my setting powder ready. While this sits to get a little tacky, we are gonna go in with our contour. Now this is the Fenty Contour Stick in the shade Espresso. And I am going to do literally like meet this concealer upwards. Meet this concealer upwards. Let's do the other side. All right, do the bridge of your nose. Inside of your Cupid's bow. I don't really do my jawline. I'm just gonna do my forehead. And I'm doing 2 big circles like right here because I just wanted to come down a little bit more. All right, let's go ahead and blend her out. I don't even know where to start. Let's start with what we know we wanna blend. This Il Makiage definitely gets tacky extremely quick. Like you really don't need to let this sit too long or it's gonna be hard to blend out. Like they made it tacky so where you could blend it immediately if you wanted to. And we're gonna blend this upwards all the way up and up, up, up. I'm just blending out up. I'm literally not rubbing. I press in and then I move my whole chin with it. Press in, whole lip with it. Okay, can we appreciate for a minute? Like, do y'all see? What? I'm not even done blending. I'm not even done blending. All right, I'm gonna do this up before it gets too dry. All right, so I'm literally obsessed. I'm gonna set this with powder. Everywhere I concealed, I'm going in with my translucent. I'm not gonna do my under eye yet. I just really wanna set this like flawless look in place real quick. Oh my God, do y'all see this? All right, so the reason I didn't do my exact under eye is because I still want to go in with another concealer, and that is a concealer in a super light shade. Now, I have seen this being used in a lot of different ways. So you basically buy a concealer that is basically white, but since I'm black, I didn't want to go actual white, so I went way too light. Like, this is literally called light beige. This is the e.l.f. concealer. And what you do is you extreme highlight underneath your eye. So you literally just want to take it and do right beneath your eye. Do you see how light that is? Can y'all tell how light that is? Like directly beneath the eye, because you want to just create like a very, very bright under eye. All right, so I'm gonna look up and I'm gonna blend this out. It makes me so nervous. You do not want to drag down. It's literally meant to be directly under your eye, and then blend. Do we hate it? Did I do it right? I have no idea. I know I love this concealer. It just blends out so perfectly every time. Let's go ahead and set it with our powder. I like it. Like, everything that I have set out to do has been done. Everything that I tried definitely worked. I just don't know if I like it. I don't know if I like it, but we're not done yet. We're not done with the look yet. Let's hit this with some setting spray so that we can get rid of some of this ashy powdery look. I am going in with my Maybelline Rose Spray. All right, another tip from TikTok or wherever you may have seen it is to take your beauty blender and pat in the setting spray. To give it an even more flawless look, to pat the product in a little bit more, and basically a final blend before it's all set in place. The next TikTok hat we have is for blush. All right, so two things to make note of here. So first and foremost, we are changing the way we see blush nowadays. All right, people are contouring and sculpting their entire faces with blush instead of contour. We're not doing that this much because we have sculpted this puppy. All right, so what we are going to do though is change the placement. I normally lay it along my cheekbone, like above my cheekbone, but instead they're telling us to put it in our temple area. So we are going to try that. And another thing they have been doing is using a bright colored lipstick when it comes to blush instead of an actual blush cream product or anything of that sort, or a powdered blush. So that's what we're doing today. So since we have done a pink look, we are going in with our Laura Geller. I'm not sure if that's how you say it, Laura Geller. And this is in a super gorgeous, gorgeous pink. As you see, I've never even used this lipstick because it's so pretty. So we're going to try and be gentle with her. All right. So literally, let me get my brush ready. I have a pretty dense blending brush here. So I'm going to just take it in my temple. Oh, look at that sculpt. I'm sorry. All right. So we're just going to take it in our temple right here. And just create like a, I don't know, a circular motion, however you want to say that. And we're going to blend it. I went really heavy. I think I just messed up the makeup look. You guys, did I go too heavy with it? I don't know if I like it or not, but I feel like I made it look better than I thought it was going to. Okay, I can get with that. I can, you can still see my sculpt and my, oh, right? I don't know. This is what my contour is making me feel like, just, oh. It's like glossy because it's lipstick. It's giving me that, like, it's literally outlining how bright that under eye was. I'm glad that I did do that because it's just giving it a, okay, TikTok might have some tricks up in their sleeves. All right, I'm just gonna take the access and put some on my nose because I like to blush my nose. And there's plenty on here. All right, I like this. Oh, I'm loving how this look comes out. We're gonna make some TikToks with this look, but whoa. Ha. We are down to lips, people. And for our lips, I'm just gonna show this clip.
Your perfect lip shade will be your eyebrow liner, your eyebrow pencil, lining your lip. And then whatever you use for blush on the middle of your lip. And then a gloss.
What? There's no way. Nah, this is gonna be so bad. Okay, let's try. I take everything back. I kind of like it.
All right, if it's good enough for Nikki Tutorials to try, we shall try as well. All right, so I'm going in with the same brow pencil that I use for my brows, and this is my CoverGirl brow pencil. And as you can see, my brows are pretty dark. It's a pretty dark color. All right, so we're just gonna hop in, right? And it's an actual brow pencil, so it's like an angular, right? Let's hop in. It's just a really weird color to put on my lips. Trust the process, all right? So since I cheated on the blush with an actual lip product, we're going to go in with an actual blush that I normally use. And this is the e.l.f. blush palette. And I probably would have went with something like this for today's look because it's very pinky. So I'm literally just going to take my finger and apply it to the middle of my lip. And a gloss. Like, is this the best my makeup has ever looked? Let me go throw on some highlighter and I'll be back. So I am absolutely obsessed with the way my makeup has turned out today. Like, is it just me? Or were they on point with absolutely every trick, tip, and hack they had to offer? Like, I should have listened a long time ago. My face has never been this sculpted or this flawless. You know what I mean? Like, I'm always up for learning new tips and tricks, like always. I'm never one of those people that's like, oh, I know how to do makeup, so I don't have nothing to learn. You know, I'm not one of those people. But you do also get in the habit of how you do your makeup and how you want your makeup to look, and you just kind of get it down to a 10-minute process and you just continuously do the same thing over and over again, right? Which is kind of why I wanted to do this video, because I was kind of getting bored. You know, like, I love makeup. I love playing in makeup. So I was getting bored with doing the same thing over and over again. And honey, I have learned some things today. Yes. I'm in love. I'm absolutely obsessed with this look. You guys let me know what you think about this look down in the comments below. Is there any tips or tricks that you plan on trying out or using yourself? Do you like the way my makeup is now compared to the way my makeup normally is? If you know the difference, let me know. Let me know all of your thoughts, all of the thoughts. Please let me know down below. Oh my goodness, I'm in love. I'm in love. All right, y'all, because I'm about to close this video out and go ahead and make me some TikTok. So please make sure to follow me on my Instagram and on my TikTok, especially if you want to see other tricks, tips, and hacks. I definitely plan on trying more of them out on my TikTok and on my Instagram. So please make sure to go follow me on those social medias. And if you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you like me, please make sure to subscribe to my channel. I'm going to put a ribbon on this video, and I will see you all in the next one.